welcome back. So I've got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I pretty much have 2 weeks worth of favorites to tell you about, you know, because I didn't do a Friday favorites last week, and I'll get into that in a second, but I just kind of narrowed down my overall favorites for the last 2 weeks. But anyway, I wanted to give you a brief little, you know, kind of what happened. If you don't care, if you're like, just get into the makeup, I get it. I'll list a little annotation where you can jump forward to. But yeah, thank you so much for all your sweet words of encouragement and your prayers, just for our family, for losing Andy. Andy was our cat for 11 years. We adopted him when we were still dating, and he was just our baby. I mean, he really was. He had been through the most challenging experiences of our lives with us in the last year, and he was just our little comforter and our baby. And so it really was a huge shock, because it just all happened in like 2.5 weeks. Long story short, we don't know, honestly, kind of how it all started or what happened, but he'd had diabetes for a couple of years, and we pretty much had that under control. He went into remission, came back out, but one day he just stopped eating for us, and we found out all these things are going on. Pancreatitis, his kidney numbers were getting worse, so possible kidney stones. And then the Saturday before we lost him, we found out he had a mass in his stomach. And the day that we lost him, I don't want to go into all the gory details, but just, he was acting really weird, and we rushed him to the hospital. It was clear that he was suffering. His red blood cell count was really, really low, and had significantly dropped in a week. So either he had cancer and it was in his bone marrow and his bone marrow wasn't producing more blood, or he was bleeding internally. So we just, you know, that's such a hard decision because you don't want to make it too early, but you don't want them to suffer. So we feel like we made the right decision for him. We were strong enough to be in the room with him. And yeah, it was just like such a shocker, but every day gets better, you know. I mean, there are worse things to go through in life. I have to keep thinking about that. We are still so blessed. We really, really are. We have each other. We have our family. So many blessings in our life. It's just hard, you know? It's just sad to lose a person or even an animal that's important to you. Loss is always heartbreaking. But we're getting through it. We're already looking into a new fur baby. We're probably going to get one. I don't want to say it too early because I want to have him in hand before I show pictures of him and all that. But we've already kind of picked one out. So there'll never be another Andy, but maybe a new fur baby will kind of help fill that little void in our hearts. So thank you so much for your prayers. I just love you guys. You've been through the hardest year of my life with me, and you've been such a support and encouragement, and I just love you guys. And before I get all emotional, let's talk about makeup. I actually did put on nail polish this week, and it has worn really well. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last nail color in Distressed to Impress. I think this was limited edition, but it is a matte, kind of cementy brown color. I really like it. It's kind of like taupey, and it's just worn really, really well. I've mentioned before, some people love the brushes on these Wet n Wild polishes because they're really wide. So some people love them because they can do their nails really quickly. For me, my nail beds are kind of tiny, so it's a little bit harder for me to use these versus like a China glaze kind of a brush. But I still really like this formula, and I found them to be really nice, really long wearing, and I just love this kind of cementy, cool toned brown color. When we were going through all that crazy stuff going on in our lives, I just had to go with easy makeup, so I always grab my L'Oreal Infallibles if I need really fast makeup, because I can do a one shadow look, maybe a blending shade, and walk out the door. So one of my very favorites for that, I've mentioned this before, is, wait, what is this called? Bronze Taupe. It's cool toned brown color. It's very pigmented. It blends really well. I love this shadow. It is so, so pretty. I'll need a napkin. So there is that one, Bronze Taupe. And it just like is so reflective and gorgeous. I love this color. And then I also grabbed Bottomless Java. I don't really hear as much hype about this one, which actually I haven't heard as much about the L'Oreal Infallibles recently, but I still love them. I think they're awesome. So this one is more of kind of a chocolatey brown, and it's less metallic, kind of more of a satiny finish. And this one's beautiful by itself, but it actually looks really pretty with bronze taupe also. So look at that. Ooh, they are so pigmented. They are so easy for a one shadow look, because I think they work well for a one shadow look because they work well to really pack on your lids, but then they also blend really easily. So they're just easy to work with. I really, really like them. So again, that one's, I forgot it again. I'm off my game today. Bronze taupe. This one's bronze taupe, and this one is bottomless Java. Love them. So I posted a review on Wednesday of the Smashbox Double Exposure Palette. So I've really been playing around with that this week. Actually, I don't remember when I got this, but ever since I got it, I've been playing with it. And you can watch my review. I'll link it down below so you can kind of see my overall thoughts and opinions on it. But I want to mention it because I have been wearing it and I have been enjoying it. I just don't love this palette. I'm not blown out of the water by it or anything like that, and there are certain reasons why. So watch that video, read that blog post, all that jazz. But I've really been kind of playing around with some of the cooler tones, like the purpley shades and the kind of like silvery shades. This one's really pretty here. So they are pretty. I mean, I do like this palette. It's just not, I don't know. You know, I'm an eyeshadow junkie. I love palettes. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just difficult to impress with eyeshadow. But it's okay. It's nice. But it's just not anything to write home about. You know what I mean? Like it's not a knock it out of the park, blow it out of the water, whatever, amazing palette. But there are some swatches, so it is nice. I have been kind of gravitating towards it this week, so I mean, that has to mean something. But, yeah, it's just, watch the review. And oh my gosh, guys, these are Makeup Geek shadows. I finally placed a big order. I will have a haul, actually a two-part haul coming up. I think the first half will go up one day this coming week, and then I can't remember when the other half is going up, but they're coming soon. So here are the eyeshadows that I got. Oh my gosh. And in my haul, I'll do like, you know, you'll see swatches and hear my review and everything, but I've definitely been playing with these for the last couple of weeks and I stinking love them. So today I've got on Moon Dust. I've been loving Creme Brulee almost every single day as a transition color. And Shimma Shimma is incredible. Oh my gosh. These are so pretty. Did I already say I'm wearing Moon Dust today? And I've got, I think, Creme Brulee, and I think I might have a little bit of Corrupt, that dark black color, in my outer corner. Oh my gosh. These are so buttery and pigmented and amazing. I'm so late on this game. I know the big thing right now are the Anastasia eyeshadows, and I'd like to get some of those at some point, but I'm trying to stay strong and not get them right now. I'm still trying to catch up on this. I'm way behind, so I'm loving these right now, and that's what I'm really interested in. So yeah, watch for that video because I'm a total Makeup Geek addict now. For blush, I have one standout over the last couple of weeks, and it's Wet n Wild's Heather Silk. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. It's just a really beautiful pinky mauve. It is crazy pigmented, so you have to like proceed with caution when you use this because it packs some pigment. Oh, it is so pretty though. Oh my gosh. It's just rosy and beautiful. It blends really well too, so really the only problem that you would have with it is if you get crazy. Just literally just tap your brush in there. You can always build more. You know, you just have to, like I said, be careful with it. But it is just, I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it, love it, love it. And with a bronzer and with a beautiful highlight, this is incredible because it's pretty much a matte, I think. Well, I think it's a matte. It may be a satin. I can't really tell. But it doesn't have shimmer or like a sheen or anything like that necessarily. So you have that option to either add the highlight on top of it, which I do today. I have a Smashbox, one of the ones that like looks like a wheel. I have that as a highlight. So I do have a highlight on today, but then you have the option of keeping it more matte also. So I love this and it's so inexpensive. For lips the last couple of weeks, this is a standout for me. This is Kat Von D's Studded Kiss lipstick in Lolita. You know, when I bought this, I really wondered how I was gonna feel about it. I didn't know because it's very, I don't know, it's very kind of terracotta, it's pretty brown, and it's pretty dark. So I didn't know how I would feel about it on me, but I actually really love it, especially for the fall. It's just really a beautiful shade. It's very opaque, it's very long wearing. It is a little bit drying, you know, that's just something to know about these Studded Kiss lipsticks, is that they're matte, so they're gonna be kind of on the drier side, but you're going to get that longevity with them. You're not gonna have to worry about them going everywhere. They're just really easy lipsticks. So if you can handle them being a little bit more dry, they're just, I love them. I love them, love them, love them. Love them, 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 them. I can have every color in them and be happy. That is just like, I don't know. I was surprised by this one. I wore it and really, really loved it. And then I wore this quite a bit the last couple of weeks. This is one of the Bite Beauty matte lip crayons. This is in the color Framboise. Framboise? I'm really not sure. But it's like a bright kind of a berry color. Kind of like Max Rebel, but this one seems more pinky and a little bit brighter, less on the vampy side. It's a less vampy form of Rebel, I would say. But it is just creamy, it's comfortable, it's easy to wear. It does wear quite a long time on the lips, like it seems pretty long wearing. So I wore it quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, and I would wear it either by itself, or a couple of times I paired it with MAC's Night Moth. And I would kind of like apply Night Moth as my lip liner, but also kind of blend it into the edges of my lips to kind of give like that ombre lip look. Oh my gosh, I loved the two together. So pretty. But I really like these. I think they're comfortable. They do have a smell, kind of citrusy. I don't know. I feel like there was an orange cough syrup that I used to have to take as a child. It smelled like this. Yeah, but I mean, it's a citrusy smell. It's not a bad smell. But I just love these kind of lip crayons. I feel like they're so easy to use and just kind of a no-brainer. So I really, really like these, but this color specifically is so pretty. And then really quick, what I'm wearing on my lips today is MAC's Velvet Teddy. Just a really pretty kind of 90s lip look. That Bite Beauty lip crayon totally dyed my hand. So look, do you see it? Wow. That says something about the longevity of it. But there is Velvet Teddy. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's a matte. It's comfortable. I think it's a really comfortable matte. Much less drying than the Studded Kiss lipsticks. A lot more creamy. But, you know, it is still a matte, so it's long wearing. I love the kind of 90s brown, pinky, nude, all-in-one sort of lip colors. I love them. So that's what I've got on my lips today. Alright guys, so those are all my favorites for the last 2 weeks. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you have been loving the last couple of weeks. Have you tried the Double Exposure palette? What are some of your favorite Makeup Geek products? Are you eyeing the Anastasia eyeshadows? Did you cave? Did you get some? Let me know that down below, or let me know what kind of weekend plans you have. I always love chatting with you guys. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm always happy to answer those. Thank you again for all your love and support. You guys are just amazing. Your prayers mean so much to me. Your encouraging words, they really keep me going through the tough times. So I just love you guys. I just can't say it enough how much I appreciate you. Yeah, so I think that's all for this week. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!